And so after a few technical problems that were experienced... Oh, God. We are now looking at the battle beginning. Artillery. Getting themselves ready. Lieutenant Colonel Akovich. We need to speak to the devs about the hats that these poor DA guys get. Poor sods. How can they... This is why you don't see them leaving this area. They're too embarrassed. So now, Colonel O'Finnegan. And you can see. There's Hodor. Hodor. And of course, Major Reznov. I shall fix the mighty problems with my beard. Because you never mess with the beard. It just doesn't be done. So there's Houdini. And there's Sergeant Zam. And now, these fine fellows are moving out. From the 5th VA, Colonel Kenton Harper. More of the 5th VA. Look at these guys. Don't they look fantastic? And Gremlin. At the end. Ah, the Confederate State Cavalry. The mighty forces. Now, let's see what's going on. As you can see, Colonel Lord John from the 24th. Also, here is the 27th VA. Getting themselves set up. Now you can see the cavalry making their way through the cornfields. With a motorbike in the background. Completely ruining the immersion. God damn it, where's my immersion? It's not fair. So anyway, we're now following the Confederate State Cavalry as they're really being very disrespectful to this poor farmer's crops, I have to say. So, let's see. So now they're making their way into one of the orchards over by... Now, what's this over here? This is Brigadier General Voodoo. Oh, God. What the hell, man? A lot of trolls on today. Sad, pathetic little children with no penis. You know what? If they actually had some semblance of skill, they did it with intelligence, you know what? I think they might have a point. But no, they don't even actually have any kind of smarts. Retards. All they do want to do is spoil other people's fun. Sad, pathetic little children. So, it's Musil. In from the United States Cavalry. Now moving up. Now, there's a collection over here. What is going on over here? This looks to be the 17th MI. The fine Michiganians with exiled Noble and Magic T-Towel and Brigadier General Monroe. Okay. Major English. Now we're waiting. Making our way, following these fine fellows. Major Doyle leading. And look at this. This is an ambush position. 2211 Tiger. Oh, that was a really bad decision to raise the flag in the middle of the crops. Really bad. Oh, God. Let's see. So it's all quiet at the moment. There's Masterborn supporting his artilleryman. So there's Colonel O'Finnegan. And a fine engineer. Oh! A fine engineer at the rear. Corporal Dragon. And now there's Major Reznov. Trying to ensure that the artillery remains active. And unfortunately, you see he's lost a couple of men there. So they're down a little bit of a situation. So we're just waiting to see what's happening. And now the 17th Michigan. Oh, there we go. What's going on here? Let's see if we can find the 15th. Ah, there's a Comrade Lenin, a flying Comrade Lenin left. Who doesn't love the Comrade Lenin? Musician extraordinaire. As now... Oh, there's more drumming going on over here. Nutty Pig! It is, of course, the insane Oinker himself. And now, we're looking to see what's going on. Let's see if we can move in. There we go. There's the 5th United States Cavalry, making their way through the woods. You can see them charging up towards this hamlet. And obviously, what will be the defensive positions of the Union artillery. These fine, brave fellows from the United States Artillery. Originally from Pennsylvania, but, you know, they're moving things around. Oh no, Saituna's lost connection, and now we're watching Drevin and Pekosh in there. And a few more of the defenders from the 19th ME. So they're trying to defend their artillery position. So as you can see, standard gun. And here is I'm Brigade Captain William. Doubleday from Wisconsin. And the holder of the flag, Recruit Tuluran. So let's follow the 17th Michigan. Moving in, and you can see, oh dear, perhaps not him anymore. So let's see what's going on, get an idea of where they are. So there's Arcturus. And you can hear fire being traded, so here we go, there's the short rifles there from the North Carolinas. Look at these, oh god, so much smoke! So these guys have dismounted, parked their horses behind them in the Corn car park, and are now attempting to engage the enemy. So you can see them, you know, range is about what you'd expect for these rifles. They got a pretty good kick to them, pretty damn good accuracy, rifling and everything else that you would expect. You've obviously got the 5th Alabama over here, taking pot shots, and I'm guessing the 32nd Massachusetts. Yes, it is. And the 32nd Massachusetts are now going in for the charge. So you can see, let's see, 61 and 69. So there we go. Looks like the Confederate State Forces now running back. Oh! Shot in the soldier. Shot in the soldier. Well, he was technically shot in the soldier. But he was actually shot in the shoulder. And now, at the same time, to help their buddies charging in on the Union forces comes the the Confederate State Cavalry. Oh, good shot there from one of the 32nd Massachusetts into poor old Corporal Dithon. He's now got his little short rifle out, is ready to shoot back, loading with his cartridges, try and get some kind of semblance of fire back, and he's going to be taking a pot shot pretty soon. One shot. So Finty killing IK Hopper. And there, of course, is a Comrade Lenin, as deadly with the sword as he is with the trumpet. Or the bugle, I should say. So now, let's move over the 17th Michigan, moving out from their original location. The 32nd Massachusetts, not looking good at the moment for them. Let's see if we can find out what's going on. Here is the New York State Militia. Or what's left of the New York State Militia. Poor old Ferdinand Young. Sadly, not a good turnout for the New York State Militia today. But always a pleasure to see them. Now, the 27th VA. Waiting. We wait. Now, in over the far side, that looks to be Yannick, of course. Only one person wears that uniform and that hat. So now Yannick is looking to see where the enemy is coming from. Let's have a look at the numbers, 59-45. So currently the Confederate state has the advantage. However, the United States cavalry, Union forces, are charging into battle. And now we're waiting to see what's going on as we're watching a charge by the United States cavalry into battle to support their troops on the far left-hand side. Now they're charging into the cornfields and hopefully through all of this massive bunch of the... Yeah, look at that, massive bunch of people in there as well. Going in for a little bit of a saber slice. Major English gets taken down. You can see Wheatfield conflict. That's what it's all about. Oh, Kubi taking down poor old Noob Killer 403. So, oh dear. Oh, Kubi in trouble. Oh, he is. He crashed his horse. He T-boned his horse and he was no more. So now, General Yannick leading a section of, oh dear, the nutty pig has just been porked. Or I should say sliced. Well, it might have been porked, but, you know, this is the kind of thing we don't approve of on the battlefield. It's just not allowed. As Brigadier General Bacon has now just killed the Colonel of the 24th Virginians. So now as we watch these fellows from 6th Texan and the 5th VA and the 6th Texan and Masterborn, obviously. Out on the far side, of course, Louisiana Volunteers, Major Reznov. Now, oh, look at these fine fellows in line. The 5th VA. Moving up. Under the control of Kenton Harper, who seems to be leading them round. This is like watching that old game Snake. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens as it looks like Recruit Spencer doing a good job of taking down multiple members of the United States Cavalry. And here is Doubleday from Wisconsin. And now, you can see they're pretty much trying to mop up what's left. Let's have a look at those numbers, 32-36. So Doubleday from 5th Wisconsin manages to hijack himself a new horse and is ready to go. So there's the bitch, the battle bitch himself. And now we're also watching Sol Tai in there as well. From the United States Cavalry, he's got himself a nice short rifle. And we'll be able to do some damage with that. There's Mailman in his long coat. And Nightfall. Looks like they're going to take a pot shot at the enemy. As Warhammer Dwarf is building defences. Look at this. Engineering Sapper going... Oh, look, he just got barged into by a horse. Now the horse is stuck in the tree. And, unfortunately, that was Bacon! Oh, poor Bacon. Oh, the poor Bacon. Well and truly sliced. Crashed his horse into a tree. And then got murdered. So, you know. So. (29 versus 26). Now, for the first time there, the Union troops have the advantage. Whoops-a-daisy. with Magic Tea-Towel murdering poor old Sultai. As there's a little bit of a slice and dice going on here between Mr. Stefan and oh no, I thought that was General Yannick, but he's in fact Lieutenant Colonel Agovich. And Mr. Stefan is still managing to avoid those bullets. That's what I love about this gun, it's so inaccurate. So it looks like it may be sword on sword action as Mr. Stefan is looking to... Oh, what's going on as he's going for a slice past the enemy. Bit of a drive-by going on. So there's Robert E. Lee also trying to deal with the enemy who are now charging in on his position. Gimcat has decided to cheese it. And we're looking at the 1st Connecticut Light Artillery making their way through. Okay. So, 2nd Connecticut, Lieutenant Bill. And Noel Jarvis. And Keisho Ninja out with a pistol. Oh! Dithon taking down Captain William as he comes in. Look at that. That's painful. Poor old Captain William. That's not going to help. Oh! Corporal Dithon taken down. Very brutal shot. Who's this fine fellow? So there's light artilleryman. So you can see those nice short rifles. And you can see now a battle for the Confederate state. Colours, my apologies. Oh, look at that. Little bit of stabby goings on as Finty gets taken down by Doubleday's sabre. So we're now looking at Master Shot versus Ferdinand Young from the New York State Militia. Let's follow Ferdinand. Oh, look at this. Blocky, blocky, blocky. That's what happens when you get involved with a fight that's nothing to do with you. Oh, that could have been unfortunate. And now out comes the sabre. Oh, Keisho Ninja takes down Lieutenant Colonel Mastershot. Oh dear. Never mind. And there's Keisho Ninja. You killed Mastershot. So, 7 versus 10. One of which is, of course, Lieutenant General Yannick. Making his way back towards his artillery, but I think he's going to find there's not many people there. There's also a Masterborn 12 from the 6th Texan. From Indiana, no doubt. Private Will. There's Ferdinand Young. Colonel O'Finnegan. And, of course, a mailman. A random horse who stops him. So, what's going to happen? There's the artillery. With Pekosh nearby. Seven and 10. Left. Oh, there goes Mailman. Taken down by the 6th Texan. So you can see that puff of smoke outside. So the 6th Texan have claimed one of their enemies. Now down to 9 Union. And that's a lot. That. This man needs to be cited for littering. Although you have to say he's doing a very. He's probably drawing out like a great big. Yeah, it's a penis. Yeah. When you spent enough time on the internet, you just know what's coming. You just know it, because people, gamers especially, are so wonderfully predictable. Oh dear. So, yeah, nearly the cannonball penis. Oh dear. So there we go, a little bit of penis redesign. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Stefan, barge to the floor. Oh, dear, oh dear. Oh, completely ridiculous. So anyway, now we're watching Union forces closing in under the command of Keisho Ninja. You can see up here. Oh, Yannick, taken down. Taken down by the artillery. And is now going to get chopped up into fish bait. Poor Yannick tried to stop the onslaught of the fearsome artillery penis, and unfortunately came a cropper. So, never mind. Oh dear, very weird looking shadows, but you know, you get that in this game sometimes. So here we go, there's Masterborn 12. This is the defensive area where the Union troops are now assaulting. So there's Ferdinand Young, dodging left and right, trying to avoid those bullets. Although I'm not sure if it's so much dodging it is as he is. Oh, Keisho Ninja taken down by Shah Hakir. And you can now see the DA ready to charge. Colonel O'Finnegan. Sergeant Major Vlad. Pekosh. Agovich. Drevin. So.
Present arms!
And down goes Vlad. Vlad is history. And now you can see Major Doyle. And Drevin. Oh, Masterborn 12 not staying out of the way and being taken down by Drevin. Nice big hole in the side of the wall. And Noel Jarvis taken down by Jack. Colonel Finnegan, this is the last stand of the Confederate State Army. Let's see. There we go. Ferdinand Young gets taken down as he's trying to make a charge in. And now the Confederate State forces make a charge out. As they're increased in numbers, 4 versus, let's see, 4 versus 4. Oh, Malta stabbing coming in. And a nice team kill from Agovich. So there we go. Let's see, 2 versus 3. Here come. Now, that's got to be the shortest sword ever in history. Or an extremely large dagger. So now, the 4th US Artillery are charging in. To the hamlet. And now they're charging back. So there you go. There you can see their prospective enemy. Ah, there we go. He's pointing out a nice long sword for him, which is nice. He drops his good sword for his teammate. There's team play there from Pekosh. So now they're dodging those bullets left and right. And they're going in. Oh, just missed him for a little bit of bayonet-y fun. And takes down Agovich with a slice across the back. A nice fake out there. Let's see what's going on. As we're now looking at 2 versus 2. This is the final battle. This was what decides it, boys and girls. We just have to wait and see. There we go. 1 stab attempt. You've now seen them. There we go. Colonel O'Finnegan is down. And now it's all to play for. Sahakir is the last man standing for the Confederate State Army. He's trying to defend himself against two people, and it was not successful as Pekosh takes it, and we move on to the next round. And so we move on to the next round. Sam Fish in from 3rd Kentucky. Cannons of the Confederate State Army firing already. Robert E. Lee leading out the 5th VA. Look at these fine fellows. So, Lafayette from 3rd Kentucky. Of course, the Confederate States Cavalry. Cadet Justin. Whoops-a-daisy. From the 32nd Massachusetts. And Louisiana Volunteer, Sergeant Sam. You can see here, look at these. Oh, look at that! Cannonball bouncing in between the two cannons. And the artillery being fired by, of course, the Moose and Takada-san from Louisiana. And there's Hellboy in there as well. Ah, look at these fine fellows. The 14th New York State Militia. Proud men. And moving forward. And Tor takes down Takada-san. Oh dear. As Will Fraser is leading out the New York State Militia. And let's see what's going on, as that is obviously the United States Cavalry. Now, could it be that that's that they're after? Yep, that looks like it. It looks like the United States Cavalry is going after the Confederate States Cavalry. It's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. You see Lenin right in the middle there, doing his best to stay alive. Now the Confederate oh no, he's been blocked. It looks like the Union has decided to back off. Let's see what's going on. Oh dear, fantastic. So now, you can see the Confederate State Cavalry just going round and round in circles now. I don't think they know what they're doing. But we'll have to wait and see. Now, this looks to me like a collection. Oh, look at that fine collection of Union troopers coming across the field. The 32nd Massachusetts. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic. Look at all these guys. Absolutely fantastic. Moving over to support their friends from the second lieutenant, or Lieutenant Will Fish. From the 42nd, 42nd, Jesus Christ. What's going on with my brain? What the hell? Okay, Brigadier General Monroe decides to go in slightly bald and Scottish. So always a scary thing to see. As we are now watching yet more forces move back. Magic Tea Towel from the 17th Michigan. Huzzah! Well, quite. And you can see here a little bit of a disagreement going on between the artillery, but the artillery is still being thrown out. You can see here Estegamo, Pickett, Private Cap, and Hodor, of course, and Falad. So now watching Brigadier General Monroe crashing into his people. And now you're watching a Union charge onto the Confederate State Artillery. Houdini's in there with his rifle. Doesn't have a bayonet in it, but is looking to defend. They move into the defensive encampment for the cavalry, for the artillery, I should say. As you can see, it's getting messy. Oh no, poor old Algram from the 6th Texan taken down. Now we're looking at the 32nd Massachusetts. Look at these fine selection of fellows. As they're all reloading and firing back at the enemy hiding behind the cornfields, of course, on the opposing side. So you can see now Joker Toe being taken down. No! We've lost Comrade Lenin. Now you can see here the 5th VA. These guys being... They've pulled back from the fences. That's interesting to see. They've pulled back from the fences and they're actually holding back so that their numbers are not observable. Obviously waiting for the 32nd Massachusetts to make their way across, and then they can move forward and get them in some kind of ambush position, which is, you know, a smart play. But we'll have to wait and see how it goes. Now, there of course is Flemmy. Let's see if we can lock in as Frobo, Volunteer dead, Colour Sergeant Hollow, Noljaris of course, defending the artillery for the Union forces, but unfortunately, let's see what they're doing. Ah, this horse is reversing. And in the position of artillery is Highlander. So you can see him loading his high explosive Parrot. Which, if you actually, I've seen pictures of some of those Parrot guns, and they were enormous, absolutely enormous. Scary, scary things. So you can see the cannon or the ball being dropped down into the cannon shaft. Yeah, this is sounding just pornographic now. So obviously, cannon then gets pushed forward, and he moves into the lighting position and aiming position. So he aims the cannon, sorts out with the wheel underneath here, obviously what the elevation is going to be, and then lights the fuse. And away it goes with a solid thud. So now let's see if we can find out what's going on with the 32nd Massachusetts. These guys now moving across the field, and as expected you had them come out and do some kind of ambush. So the 32nd Massachusetts lost a few of their number, like this fella here. And now the 15th Alabama are having a fight in the cornfield. There you go, Recruit Neal's being taken down by Ferdinand Young from the New York State Militia. The cavalry's also in there as well. Those guys have got to watch. Make sure... Oh, look at that. Lovely stab into Lieutenant Colonel Agovich. So you can see here. Deemer. Infantry Corporal Deemer. Taking some sword slicing. He's trying to avoid this as best he can. Surrounded by the corpses of his friends. Trying to fight off the last-ditch attack. Oh, look. Oh, but a sword slice across his face from Colonel Voodoo finishes him off. Lord John from the 24th. Moving up with his troops, as you can see. Over on the side here. Lieutenant Darkness 1999. And this guy appears to be a commissar. Could be a little bit out of position. We'll have to wait and see. And we're waiting to see what happens. Ferdinand Young. Holding on to the flag. He's marching back and forth. Whoops-a-daisy. Aha! Oh my... God. So, yeah. The Nutty Pig, builder extraordinaire, has now decided to build a tower of power and a tower of defense, I think that's fair to say. So to say that it is bizarre is an understatement. But we'll have to wait and see. As you can see, one of the explosive boxes going off. This is a nice defensive area here for the 27th. And yeah, it's a sky fort going on. Oh dear. It's what happens when you get people with too much spare time on their hands. That silly nutty pig. As Colonel Lucas gets cut down, and now you can see the forces moving in, the opposing forces moving back to their defensive area. So, oh no, poor old Darkness 99 gets hit with a headshot. More members of the 15th and 1st North Carolina being taken down. And up here is Corporal Kieran with, of course, the nutty oinker himself. So, oh dear, that's very unfortunate. Thaddeus Kelly from the 14th New York State Militia taken down. Who is this person's? Captain Doubleday from Wisconsin. You can see him moving around. And in comes the Confederate State Cavalry moving. Oh, look at that, into Recruit Ison. And is he going to be taken down from multiple directions? Oh, he's getting a lot of bayonet stabbing in there. Oh dear. So you can see also there another member, poor old Blackadder, being taken down. Veteran Private Flemmy also taken down. It looks like the Confederate State Cavalry Caddy has had to move away, as they have just taken too much damage. As now we're looking at Corporal Ditham from North Carolina, is trying desperately to stay out of the way. He's reloading his rifle, taking pot shots back at the enemy. Corporal Kieran. So yeah. So yeah, that piece of defense. Yeah, that's an interesting defensive location. Oh, fire coming in all over the place. Into the Fort Pig down here. Followed by a quick jump off. So there we go. The nutty pig complete with axe. Making his way out. Brigadier General Voodoo taking down Dithan. Oh, the hell. Galadian just got taken down by an exploding box. Wow. And now the 32nd Massachusetts in large numbers move in against the 13 remaining Confederate State Army forces. Here they will move. Volunteer pickets. Kieran. Cedric putting up defences. The nutty pig also doing the same thing. More defences. Look at this very defensive-minded area, this particular position. Complete with these earthen mounds to stop the cannons, but you can't stop the sudden rush of enemy. Oh, Colour Sergeant Hollow. Oh, Hollow catching a cannonball with his face. Oh, poor old Hollow. He gets taken out, and now the defensive point. Oh, it looks like this might be a suicide attempt. It looks like a highly suicidal. Yeah, it's a suicidal nutty pig. They're running. They're running as fast as they can. Can they get away? Oh, no. And the nutty pig now under a little bit of pressure. He's getting... Oh, he replies with the axe. And let's see. Oh, a nice team killing there for Will Fraser. Oh, poor old Will Fraser. And finally the nutty pig gets taken down. But his attempts as a suicide were not successful. So let's see. 2 Confederate State troopers remaining. Lord John. Coming from outside. Coming from out of the woods. Going in for a little bit of stabby goodness. Is he going to try and get the horse? Is he going to try and stab that horse? No, he's not. He's going to get stabbed in the back. So, Musil. And let's see. Where is this last fellow? Correction. There he is. Musil takes down Corporal Kieran, and we're on to the next round. Okay, boys and girls, we are in, and it is the next round. And there has been a map change, and the 32nd Massachusetts are in, ready to go. So we can see the Union troops making their way out from spawn. Michigan's and of course the fine New York State Militia. And of course the United States Cavalry. Now you can see them moving out. And we're watching. Let's see, is this? See, I think this is all Union Cavalry here, making their way up towards the hamlet on the left-hand side. So you can see them now. Yep, distinct parking of horses is occurring here. I wonder who they're leaving the ticket with. So, over here, you have Brigadier General Voodoo, the commanding officer of the United States Cavalry, looking for the enemy. Now, obviously, over here, you can see that far bridge is always where there is a battle, because they end up facing off against each other. Guys in the cornfield on the right, and guys by the bridge and the woods on the left. So, let's see what happens. As now, we are looking at the United States Cavalry, who have now dismounted. Let's see what they're going to do as we fly over here, looking for Confederate State Army, and that's exactly what we find. Led by Kenton Harper, with the Confederate State Cavalry in there as well. A couple of sappers at the back, volunteered dead, and Corporal Luke as well. So this is going to turn out to be interesting, especially if the United States Cavalry get caught off horse. Or dismounted, I suppose you could say. So, oh, Tor taking down Darkness 999. And it looks like, obviously, now this is interesting, the 32nd Massachusetts moving up to support the United States Cavalry. And the United States Cavalry, as Mr. Stefan getting a little bit keen, the United States Cavalry have now remounted and are waiting for an opportunity to take on the enemy. So you can see there, Brigadier General Voodoo dodging the bullets as best he can, looking for locations of the enemy. Now over the far side of the hill you will see the Confederate State Cavalry making their way around, waiting for an opportunity to sneak in behind the Union Cavalry. And that's exactly what Brigadier General Voodoo is watching for right now. He's got to be careful. Otherwise he's going to end up getting shot in the bottom, and he'll end up with those spy glasses up his nozzle for the rest of his life. I think his horse just took a bullet or two. So the 32nd Massachusetts has now moved up to support. You also have over here Captain Williams from the Iron Brigade with Recruit Teleron. Doubleday. And now the Union Cavalry is moving out. Unfortunately leaving behind the 32nd Massachusetts to defend themselves. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens, because obviously there's still plenty of action left to go. There's Galadin on the far corner. And now they're coming back again. So here is Brigadier General Monroe from 2nd Connecticut. Now these guys here, these guys are going to try and watch this area, because this area is the place that is always defended. Now, I don't know if there's any troopers in here at the moment. Yes, indeed, as expected. The 7th Michigans Looking wonderful as usual. Over the other side of the stony bridge is possibly their opponents. But this is surprising because it doesn't appear to actually be anybody on that side. Now, unfortunately, if you look at the numbers, yeah, the numbers are a bit out. So the Confederate State forces are low on numbers right now. Let's see if we can lock in on where these guys are. So you can see them up ahead here, at the middle bunker, I suppose you could say. Complete with musician Mr. Pig. And Corporal Kieran as well. So you can see them. Oh, look at that nice little combo made by Tichy. Look at that. That's wonderful engineering there. So you can see putting up the defensive spikes against the horses. So he's now putting in all those positions so that they can defend them against the horses. You can see him there putting in the spikes, raising up those spikes to give a little bit of defense against the enemy. That's going to be important as Mr. Finn takes down, or gets taken down by William Jones with a nice long headshot. So you can see all those spikes now being put into position. Now, whether or not they're going to put some more along the top here, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how things go. Well, isn't that typical? He starts building the defences, and then everyone buggers off. Now, one thing I haven't seen them do yet, but I've seen done on a different map, is there's no reason why they couldn't blow up this bridge. Now, the thing is, they can get through here, so the bridge is nothing more than a convenience. Now, if that map was a bit deeper, then it could be that you could take out that bridge, and literally be able to funnel everybody through a single bridge, and that will be a very good position of power as far as the troops will be concerned. So, here we go. Looks like the 5th VA are now under attack as more fire coming in. Poor old Kenton Harper is taken down. You've got Warhammer Dwarf in his own little defensive area staying there, and a huge amount of murder going on into there, as you can now see Comrade Lenin getting in and getting involved as a Confederate State Cavalry. Oh, nice slice over the back of Capo. And, oh dear, Comrade Lenin took out Mr. Mailman. Oh, and he took out Private Noonan as well. So this is not looking good as far as the Union forces are concerned. Let's see what's going on. You can see lots of the 32nd Massachusetts are being cut down at the moment. You can see this is not looking good for them. Brigadier General Voodoo is in there as well. There's Elite as well. Oh, nice slice across one of the enemies as Elite takes out Lieutenant Colonel Mastershot. So now these guys have got to watch out for themselves. You see a little bit of slice and dice going on. There we go. Lenin with another kill. Major General Lance now getting involved. So there's General Staff Miha. And poor old Mr. Stefan gets taken down. And round the back, of course, trumpeter extraordinaire. And musical virtuoso Comrade Lenin. He's looking for the enemy. And you can see General Mihar is taken down. Oh, Lenin! You opportunistic git. Nicely done. So Lenin's in there as well. And Lenin gets taken down. Oh, he's getting... Will his trumpet save him? No, he won't. Taken down by Corporal William. So Lenin with a nice run there. Good to see. So now we shall wait. And we shall watch the New York State Militia working with their friends from the 19th ME. Recruit Kubi. Surrounded by bodies. Now they're coming under attack. Taking pot shots at the enemy as Corporal Elite gets taken down by Caddy's saber. That's not a good place to stand. Not really. However, OMG Potatoes is determined, and Useful 1000, unfortunately, has drowned. Major Reznov. Out with the pistol. And let's see what's going on at the other side. There's Lieutenant Bill from Connecticut. You can see them. That's his defensive structures. And there's Dima from the 2nd North Carolina, in with the 27th VA. So you can see them all. There's Tichy. And of course the pig. And so let's see. Volunteer Houdini. Now dealing with, oh no, Kentish Viking. Kentish Viking, as you can see, getting taken down as the 17th MI. And here is William Jones moving in. Oh, look at this. They found somebody going in for a little bit of a stab. Sergeant Pineapple murdering a horse. Gotta be careful. You gotta identify your enemies. Oh, Nina just shot the pig. The nutty pig. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Looks like, who was that? Monroe very close to losing his horse. And there's Billy Yank. And for some reason there's fireworks. Why is there fireworks? Either that was a gunfight. Nightfall. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, this is a defensive formation. This is going to be very interesting. Oh, there goes the boxes. The boxes are off. The bombs are away. And the bridge is down. Fantastic. Now, if only they could have done it right in the middle, but never mind. And now they're all falling to the floor. And so now, the remaining troops moving out. I suppose the explosions and cracks and all the rest in the background are all helpful. Now, OMG Potatoes, I think it's fair to say, is about to get sliced, but no. He gets stabbed and he's about to, he's defending and he's, yeah. Someone's in, see, look at that. Someone's even giving him musical accompaniment to his imminent demise, which is just, that's just polite. And the Union have won that round. And we're on to the next one. And so, with the sound of explosions in the background just outside my house, which is always wonderful, you can now see I.K. Hopper moving out from North Carolina in as the Confederate State Cavalry, along with General Staff Miha, Mr. Finty, and friends. We're now looking at the 32nd Massachusetts. I'm going to have to close that window because what I don't understand is it's the middle of the bloody... middle of, what, June? It's not fireworks night, so have they actually told anyone's pets that, oh, by the way, we're having a fireworks night. Do you want to bring in all your pets on this day? No, probably not, you selfish twats. Morons. There we go. The window has been closed, but unfortunately, I cannot close their moronic behaviour or stupidity. Oh, a fine shout from the 32nd. Now, up ahead, Major General Lance leading the 32nd Massachusetts up to the hamlets. And I'm yawning like a bitch. Now, What's waiting for him here, I wonder? Oh dear. There's Musil trying to decide whether or not to... He's like, get back on your horse. Get back on your horse. No. So, let's see. Oh my goodness. See, this is exactly what I thought they should do. Using boxes to take out that bridge. That's good play. And then a final one as well. So that bridge now has been effectively neutralized as a form of crossing. Now, you could conceivably take out that bridge as well. That area here, deep enough, can they get through? They probably could, if that river was at least a little bit deeper in certain areas. But, saying that, they're still going to have problems with that kind of stuff. They're going to be slayed down and all that kind of funky stuff. So, let's see what's going on. There's Lucas into a tree. And there, of course, is Oblivious. Not paying attention to anything. Nastral, who looks about 12. And, of course, Kisho Ninja. And Wisconsin Recruit Milky. There's something very strange going on with Thomas Fraser there. Oh, Exard Nobile gets taken down. What's going on here? As there's Robert E. Lee moving out with his troops. The 5th VA moving out. So there, Volunteer Meade also moving in. Poor Dead is dead, quite literally. And you can hear the thundering of the cannons. And Private Useful, who seems to be unable to negotiate a small wall. So now you can see they're trying to do it again. They're trying to blow up this one. But unfortunately, it looks like they were unsuccessful. Now it looks like we've got a few engineers who tried to come up on the side here. At the same time as there's a few people in there. And there's a bit of random angry fluting going on as well. Oh, there's Nightfall who's just trying to do trying to do his fifing. And he's just getting harassed. So now you can see Volunteer Hagay making his way out as the fire coming in from that bridge is pretty nasty. Ah, look at this. He's determined to try and blow this up. And he is unsuccessful. 3 explosive boxes do nothing to this bridge. Now, it could be that you need to put them in the middle rather than at the edge, but we'll have to wait and see. The trouble is he really can't get all the way across there. For this reason, because Kenton Harper and friends are on their way over right now. Coming to say hello. And now you can see the Union forces having a little bit of trouble. As there is a bit of a round-around going on outside. Musil in there from the United States Cavalry. And there's Colonel Lucas from North Carolina holding on to a Union flag by the looks of it. There's Oblivious. Oh, British KO looking to defend the big concrete bridge. Look at that. Nice barricade going on. And as you can see, Major General Lance now trying to take down the barricade so they can get across the goddamn bridge. Oh dear. Ironic. Now, this is going to be interesting because there's the NG, but here are a couple of big explosive boxes. Oh, look at that! Oh, fantastic! Oh, just fantastic. They've just blown up the bridge. Oh, that's just beautiful. Oh, that's fantastic to see. I'm loving this. Absolutely fantastic. And now the 32nd Massachusetts has to pull back from that bridge. The first time we've actually seen some bridge destruction actually done in any kind of serious way in these battles, and it's a joy to behold. It really is. Completely different strategy going on now. So now, as a result, the 32nd Massachusetts will have to pull back, but there's a distinct possibility they will have to circulate all the way round to the other side and then go through that very thin stone bridge. Now, the trouble is with that is an absolute cluster. It is going to be brutal. So, a good play there. Some of the 19th ME are still in there. Oh! And Asgad is cut down very quickly by Lord John. And now these guys are in a good position. They blocked up the defence there. Or blocked up the route in. Let's see as we move over to the middle one. So, the middle bridge. Oh, Mr. Stefan, pistol to death. Here's the second bridge. Also completely flattened. Which means now the 32nd Massachusetts have to make their way over to the final bridge that remains. Now, obviously, attempts have been put to try and take down this bridge. Here's the 15th Alabama have overrun the artillery position of the Union forces. So there's obviously 5th Wisconsin recruit Telleron in there as well, trying to do some damage. General Staff Mihar. Let's see what he decides to do. Let's move over. Lots of stabby goodness going on. Damian Gray gets taken down from the New York State Militia. Now the Confederate State Forces are holding on to this smaller hamlet. Sergeant Sam moves up. And there's a fine fellow in there with a pistol. And doing a fine job of missing completely. So Cy Tuna, unfortunately. Moving in behind. Trying to take out Cy. There we go. Cy gets sliced. And now the 32nd Massachusetts are overrunning the remaining members of the Confederate State Forces. Who's the poor sod left over here? That's Darkness 99. Shot down by Major General Lance. And here is... Are they just literally riding past this guy, not noticing? So let's see what happens as the 32nd Massachusetts. Here come more members of the 24th VA. 16 versus 5, so... Find out. Judas Priest. He's still going round. Oh, there we go. He's lost his horse. Well, then, trolling no more. So, let's see. 5 remaining. 4 remaining from the Confederate State Forces. 1, 2. And a third. And a fourth. Kieran. Oh, look at this. They put in a quick defensive or a quick ability to get across that bridge. Oh, submarine horse. IK Hopper in the submarine horse. Manages to make it out the other side. Who also is in there. There we go. Angron is in there as well. Hold your breath. Makes it through the other side. Well, to be honest, can you blame them for running away, considering there's 5 of them and 16 of you? Let's see. So here we go. Kira now looks like they might try and hold this position. Because the good thing about this particular bridge is now they're funneling the troops down a one single plank. Which which is going to make things rather interesting. Because look how it slows them down as they try and get across here. Oh, there we go. Rhino gets taken down by Lord John. These guys dodging left and right and centre. My name is Earl. Major General Lance cut to pieces. Oh, cut down very early on. Poor old Major General Lance. And now they're going to be charging into the position. Kieran taken down very quickly. Explosive boxes. IK Hopper. And Angron. Looks like they're going after the colour holder. They're going after Teleron. Oh! Poor Teleron taken down by one of his teammates. So let's see if we can find out where the remaining members of the Confederate States are. So there's Angron. And IK Hopper, the last men standing. Let's see, is he going to go in for one of those troopers? He does, and a trooper gets him. And bingo. Angron is down. So, let's see if we can find out where Mr. Hopper is. He dismounts and hides behind the street. Oh, look, his horse gets taken out. Who is he up against? Judas Priest, who decides to turn and run straight away. So, what a pussy. IK Hopper. So this is going to be interesting. Union's running away. Here we go. Here we go. 3 versus 1. This is a bit more interesting. Let's see. So now IK Hopper doing his best to defend himself. He's taking multiple shots from all over the place. Not looking good for poor old IK Hopper. And he finally gets rifle butted to death. And that is it, boys and girls, for this evening. Thank you for watching this line battle. And we shall see you again next time. Take care.